Hey guys, welcome to my channel and welcome to a Friday Reads video. So I do have to address the elephant in the room. The audio quality might be a little bit different because I am filming on my phone for this video. I want to try and do a more vlog style video for Friday Reads rather than just sit down and chat. So I kind of want to see what I'm going to be working with, the quality of the audio, the quality of the video, because I film with different equipment than my phone and no microphone. I have a microphone in my other videos. So yeah, okay. Anyway, enough of the rambling. I am trying to film this so I can get this up for you guys tomorrow when it's really Friday. Today is Thursday, but I have a lot going on tomorrow, so I figured I would film early like I always do. But yeah, I was at my sister's house all day today. She recently purchased her first home, and I have been helping all week clean some things out, like bushes that she doesn't want anymore. I mean, huge bushes. Yeah. Cutting the backyard, fixing the fence. Today I spent the day painting, hence why my hands look like this. And yeah, I'm pretty tired and sore after the week. All I really want to do right now is to go and just soak in the tub for probably about 30 to 45 minutes. But I decided I am not going to miss any more videos on my filming schedule. I want to get as much content out for you guys as possible while still providing good content. So I did have a few books that I picked up today, and I was like, well, let's film a Friday Reads and just have a catch up. Sometimes, you just need a catch up in life. And yeah, it's like, I don't know, it feels like I can't catch my breath. It feels like I've been running so hard all week, but the inside of my house is so cold right now. I am about to freeze, and I hope I'm not getting sick. That's like the first signal. So, upcoming, other than, trying to get these books here read, trying to help her with her house, I have been working very hard on scripting my true crime cases. For those of you that are interested, they will be going live next week. I'm going to be filming 2 videos a week for that. Wednesday, and I'm pretty sure Saturday will be the next video. I kind of want to have a theme tying the 2 videos together, even though they will be about a different case and things like that. But I'm thinking next week's theme is going to be how media affects investigations. So if you're interested, let me know what you think. And if you have any case suggestions, please feel free to leave them in the comments down below. I'm always on the lookout for new true crime cases to research and to script out. So today I got a text from the library, and I was so nervous because I thought I was going to say, yo, you know that book that you've had for about 3.5 weeks that said it was a 14-day loan? Yeah, we need it back now. But it wasn't. It was a text saying, you have a book in. And it is at the bottom of this pile. But I actually had 2 books waiting for me, and I picked one up randomly because I kind of want to try it out. But let's just get into what I picked up from the library today. Okay, the first thing I got that was on hold is With the Fire on High by Elizabeth Acevedo. This follows the story of a young girl named Amani. Ooh, so close. Amani. And she was a young mother that really has a passion for cooking, but she kind of thinks that, her passion won't lead her anywhere. She has to provide a life for herself and her daughter. I think she had a daughter. And kind of puts that on the back burner, but she realizes she can't really stay away from food. So this is just about her journey and things like that. For those of you that don't know, I was a culinary major at university, so I'm very interested in food, very interested in food shows, different cuisines, things like that. And when I heard this making the rounds on BookTube, I was like, ooh, what? A book about food? Okay. So there's that one. Okay. Next, I have 9 Perfect Strangers. This is by Leanne Moriarty, who did The Husband's Secret as well as Big Little Lies. Now, I really enjoyed The Husband's Secret, not so much Big Little Lies. I felt that she kind of got a little carried away. It hurts to hold my arms up because I've been like rolling the walls and trimming out. Oh God, let's just not talk about it. But yeah, I wasn't the biggest fan of Big Little Lies. The TV show I thought was okay. I loved the first season and I thought that they could have done without the second season. But this follows the story of 10 people, I think, at a health resort. And just following what brought them there, things along those lines. Now, Leanne is very good about writing kind of mystery elements in her books. That is why I picked this book up, because I had to see what was going to be the mystery element. I'm not sure if one will be featured in here, but I really hope there will be, especially because it's so lengthy. I really can't imagine what they're going to be doing if there's no mystery at all involved. So if you've read that, let me know if she's got something going on that we have to try and figure out. Okay, now, this book is the book that the library texted me about, and I initially forgot I placed it on hold. Go figure. But when I picked it up, I started reading it right away, and it is Someone We Know by Sherry Lapina. It is very interesting so far. So we are in New York State, in this quiet kind of community. Don't remember the name of it, but someone's son is breaking into houses and hacking into their computers to essentially blackmail them, I think. I am not very far at all, you guys. I'm probably on page 23. So he's trying to blackmail the people in the neighborhood, but along with that, we've had a murder, so we're trying to figure out the whodunit. So far, I was intrigued. I just stopped because it physically hurt to hold a book in my hands. But yeah, I cannot wait till tomorrow where I can hopefully pick this up between some downtime and get to cracking on it. Okay, so I'm reading that. I'm also reading 13 by Steve Kavanaugh. That is actually what is holding up my phone right now because it's an empty dust jacket. And pretty much all that I really know about this book is it says the serial killer isn't on trial. He's on the jury. Ooh, okay. Sounds so intriguing. I'm probably 50 pages in. We're following a lawyer, and he has just been approached to get on this trial that is coming up. I think jury selection begins the next day of when he's asked. And it is about a guy that supposedly murdered his wife and bodyguard. So he wants to see the files and things like that. He kind of has a feeling that he might not be guilty, but he has to see the files and read over the evidence first. And he kind of is at that point right now. Obviously, he's going to continue on the case, but the killer is on the jury. Now, this killer is crazy, y'all, because we also follow his perspective, and he is a little bit out there. He is planned to be on this jury for a while. He even wrote a list of all the males that were getting jury summons and chose one at random, I think, went and became him, essentially. So, yeah. I don't know what I want to say about the real person that he became, but, I mean, he's a killer. You can figure it out. So, there's 2 thrillers that I'm currently reading, and then we're going into 2 fantasies. So, the first one I'm reading is Romanoff by Nadine Brandes. So far, not very far in, but enjoyable. I want the plot to pick up a little bit more. I want the action to intensify. The Romanoffs have been split up as a family with Anastasia's mother, father, and sister Maria, I believe, going off to face a trial. Anastasia has just found out there actually has been no trial, and they've been taken to Ekaterinburg. I can never say it right, and I love the Romanovs, so sorry. But they've been taken there, and they have just told Anastasia and her remaining sisters and brother that they are to join them. So we're going to see where we go from there. There's also some elements of magic in the book, spellcasters and things like that can do things. Now, I'm not the biggest magical realism fan, but if this magic is going to be in the book, I really, really need it to kind of pack more of a punch and get me more interested and invested in the system. Okay, the last thing I'm reading is my lovely, lovely A Game of Thrones by George R.R. Martin. I am on 219 of this book. How can you not like Game of Thrones? This is an epic high fantasy, definitely adult fantasy, and it follows a wide cast of characters. There was a TV show all about this book, all about this series, and the last season, yeah, I just can't with the last season anymore, you guys. I cannot. But one good thing came out of the last season, and that is that I found out that David and Dan were trying to go on to do a Star Wars project. So I have decided that I'm no longer going to be interested in Star Wars after this coming movie in December. I think it's when it's released, because they're not going to ruin another fandom for me. So yeah, moving on from that. We're following a whole cast of characters and the political machinations that are going on in this book. So, our main character is a guy named Ned Stark, who is up north in this land, if you will. This land called Westeros. And he is very, very content with his life there. He has a great wife, great kids, yada yada. He is the ruler in the north. However, his friend is the king of the Seven Kingdoms. And one day he approaches him and says, yo, buddy, come on down south where the capital is, and you can be my right-hand man. That's called the Hand of the King. It's the second in charge. When the king cannot fulfill his duties, the hand is there to do it for him. Ned really wants to say no, however, but there has been a mysterious death of the previous Hand of the King. Plus, you really can't say no to the king when he asks you a favor. So Ned and his daughters pack up and go south to King's Landing, where our story starts to kick into full gear. We're also following one of his daughters, one of his sons, his wife. Oh, no, two of his sons. His wife. The king's brother-in-law, and a girl named Dany, who is currently on another continent. She has just been married off, and she is very young. Well, might I just add that she is very young, but she's just been married off. She is really nervous, but things are going to come of that. She has been kind of outcast from Westeros, which is where the king of the Seven Kingdoms is. Her relative, it's so late, I'm about to fall asleep. I think it was her brother. You guys are going to scream at me. Was king. And when the new king took over, now it's getting rambly, but when the new king took over, they kind of whisked the children away to safety, and assassins have been sent after them in the past. No one has been successful, but it is her and her brother's mission to get back to Westeros, where their throne awaits them. So she's just been married off to this guy that her brother is trying to convince to help them get there. Yeah, sorry guys. It's a big book. There's a lot going on. Now I'm going to be questioning myself. It was her brother that was the king. Rhaegar was her brother. Yes, because her father was... Yeah, okay. Yeah, so Rhaegar was her brother. Okay, anyway. Sorry, rambly, I know. However, I am starting Dany's chapter. I really hate these clocks. I just want to, with the sledgehammer every time. If you guys have a bird clock, yeah. Yeah, you know the pain. Okay, so I'm starting Dany's chapter, and in this book, Dany is my least favorite character, so I kind of just whenever her chapter is on. But I have read books 2 and some of book 3, and her chapters do get better. In the show, though, last season. I hated her guts. I was never a big Dany fan to begin with. But yeah, we'll see how I get on with this. I kind of want to finish this in September so then I can move on to a Game of Thrones, a Storm of Swords. I think it's either a Storm of Swords or a Clash of Kings, which is the second book. You guys, I'm just going to have to stop. I think I just like fell asleep talking about Game of Thrones and just went on a tangent. So sorry about that. But you know, if you haven't heard of it before, you have someone that is delirious, you have my opinion. Okay, so I think that's going to be all for this video. I am going to be working really hard on getting things together for a craft show this weekend. Trying to squeeze in some reading. I have a system set, so I'm currently in the middle of 4 books, and I think it's really hard to get into them because August I read 20 books, and I mean, I had 1 5-star read, but I feel so slumpy right now because, you know, August was amazing, but I feel a little bit burnt out on reading. So I just had to start a variety of things and just keep reading them until something caught my eye. Oh, I'm also reading The Vicarage Murder by Faith Martin. I have to read this for NetGalley, and it's a cozy mystery, but it's not really giving me the cozy mystery feels. It started off great, but then it just kind of went, wah. So trying to finish that as well. Okay, I think I'm going to wrap this up. I've already been rambling for 16 minutes, and I don't even know what about. So, I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked listening to me ramble, please let me know by giving it a thumbs up and subscribing to become part of the tribe if you have not already. I will be posting new bookish videos every Sunday, Wednesday, and Friday, along with my true crime videos on a separate channel every Wednesday and Saturday. So if you're interested, stay tuned. Bye, guys.